Hello, hello. Spoilers. Can't believe it's spoiling a game I've played before. Well, not the remaster, obviously. I guess if there are differences, it could spoil them. But I watch Cowie play a fair bit. Yeah, this is good. Let's see what we got here. Control scheme. Dual stick. Pointer. Hybrid. Classic. I guess we'll go with the dual stick. HUD lag? No, I don't want a hint system. Assuming that... Yeah, I don't want a hint system. Potentially turn it on at some point, I guess, if I think it's a big deal. I want it off. Changing the color assist settings? Do you want me to change the color assist settings? What do they even look like? Where is that under? Red assist, green, blue. It's harder for me to tell the colors apart with the color assist settings on than it is with them off. It's not impossible, but like there are two blues on red assist here. I don't know what that one on the left is supposed to be on this. It's like a pukey green color. Who designed this? I mean, there are like formulas for color transformations for assisting certain types of color blindness. Did you actually try them in-game, Cowie, or did you just look at the screen and say, that looks dumb? I don't know if that's what they used for this or not, but... Alright, let's jump in. Normal. Mostly the latter. I see. I'm gonna turn the volume up a little bit. Let me know, you'll have to let me know how it is once I actually get in-game and start shooting stuff. Identified distress beacon has been tracked to a derelict space vessel in orbit above Talon 4. This looks good already. Very smooth. There she is. Man, were her knees always that spiky? They probably were, but... looks very spiky. Oh, we need to change this. Can I change this? How do I... Yes, y-axis inverted. There we go. What else do we got here? Interesting. Free aiming is like how it worked on the Wii. See if I have to adjust the sensitivity at all. I probably will. Swap beam and missile. Okay. Do I want missile to be on R or X? Callie, wasn't this something you were complaining about? Isn't the answer just to change this? I'll leave it as the default for the moment. Huh? We'll leave it as the default for the moment. Swap beam and visor sounds like something I'd probably want, though. I can't turn the music up extra. I probably should have turned that on. Subtitles. All right. That charge thing is going to take some getting used to. This, what's the... That's capture. Not the button I was looking for. What is... Oh. There we go. Yeah, no, I know. I forgot what button it was supposed to be. In general. Like, regardless of being swapped or not. Was not really paying. I want to say I don't really pay that much attention, but I guess maybe I was also partially thinking of controls in the Wii version. It's the evacuation area. Door. Not necessarily going to scan everything. Throughout the whole game. I don't know if you need to, like, scan all the doors. I kind of want to do a 100% playthrough at some point. Like, all the scans and junk, but I think I'd rather do that on hard. But I can't do hard yet. Not a 100% lore? Probably not. We'll do a lot of the lore. It's probably not going to be 100% though. I'm sure that I'll miss stuff. I'm sure that I'll miss stuff that, like, is permanently missable. Did I get this door? Really don't know if doors are required. Lots of lore here. Hey, you're a jerk. Should be dead. Looks good. The little pictures that pop up on the side. Oh, it's interesting that there's like 2 separate buttons for shoot. But I'm okay with that. I'm definitely using ZR because it fits the like dual stick style. Right. If I were a morph ball, there we go. Y. Rolls will take a little getting used to, but they're not too bad. Like the general jump and shoot are easy. I'll definitely scan most of the lore, but I'm not gonna like read it all out loud or anything. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it. Parasite Queen. Already more lore than the last playthrough. I got all the lore in, or most of the lore in Prime 2 and 3, but yeah, I wasn't doing a ton of scans in Prime 1 when I played that. Breach. Use caution when approaching arcing electricity. Well, thank you. I wouldn't have guessed that otherwise. Research area. Can't like scan that in there, can you? Excuse me. Lots of scans in here. Definitely looks like doing some phase-on research. Oh, that's the door behind it. That's... I wanted to scan that guy. Isn't there like a... Isn't there like a sidesteppy dash? Maybe only when you're locked on? Maybe that's another game? Pretty sure that was a thing in Prime 2 at least. I'll figure it out. Sure, it'll tell me if it's a important mechanic. Is there anything else over here I went past? Oh, the door. Oh, there is. That's cool. Kind of looks like a... Kind of looks like a shrimpy crate. Can't tell if it actually looks very Kraid-like. through the glass, but the shape kind of reminds me.
Recording to logbook.
No, is that not a thing?
Recording to logbook.
Scans. More scans. Does 100% scans, is it actually all of them, or is it like just the red ones, or? Not that I plan on getting 100% necessarily, but because I'm sure that I'm going to miss missable stuff. Lore, enemies, items, etc. Gotcha. So not every door or platform. Good to know. Here's my Switch downloading updates for like 1,000,000 games. Shriek Bat, Faded Parasite Lava. This is how you learn all the enemy names. Tonic probably spent an hour in this room memorizing all of them. Okay, there's not actually that many to memorize in here, but... Zoomer. Classic. Access to Deck Gamma. I maybe understand why they wanted to... Okay, I can do a dashy thing. I kind of get why they'd want to change the mechanics for charging. Maybe. But the whole, like, shoot 3 times before charging is a little weird. Like, I get why they change it, but I don't know that I necessarily like. But they did it. You strongly dislike it? That doesn't surprise me. Instead is dead. Do I want to go out here first? Is this a save? It is a save. Always save. I was assuming it was more to, like, I don't know, like, nerf the charge DPS or something. Like, maybe, Maybe charge was too good. They didn't want you to be able to recharge as quickly. I don't know. It's pretty minor. It'll probably annoy me more on things that regular shots don't hurt. It's like on a regular enemy, it's fine if you get a couple regular shots and then charge up.
Recording to logbook.
Not another scan on this thing, right? Of course, I hit the one when they were flying around, and then I missed the shot when they all kind of stopped in place. That was funny. See ya.
Evacuate immediately. Evacuate immediately. Evacuate.
Okay, but hear me out. There might be scans here. I don't think there are scans here. It's weird that the vertical sensitivity is a lot slower than the horizontal, and like it makes sense. Oops, I'm wrong. But it's a little weird. Yeah, I know you can adjust them. They're okay as they are. I don't really feel a strong need to adjust them. Just commenting that having them mismatched always feels a little bit weird just because I'm used to like, playing a lot of first-person shooters, and it would definitely bug me if I were playing something like on PC or whatever. I guess like it's not as big of a deal on consoles in general. These aren't hurting me. Oh, they're hurting me a little bit. Oops, wrong button again. That's what I really want to switch. Can I put Morph on X and Visor on Y instead? Oh, this did open. It was just being really slow. What about Banjo-Tooie? There are quite a few FPSs that I've played on console, but not like a ton. And third-person shooters, like, I know they're not the same, but I think for intents and purposes they would, like the sensitivity thing would be comparable a little bit. something like Dead Space still be an issue. Sensitivity were weird. Or I'm out of missiles. Nav menu, you wanted them swapped. Makes sense. We'll find out if that bothers me or not. It's pretty annoying that in the year 2023 that console games just don't have fully remappable controls by default. There's very little excuse for it. I need to follow this thing. Yeah, I'm playing on an 8-bit though also, but the capture button is like right in the middle of the controller that I'm using. Using the ultimate one. Like the capture button is right in the middle, and then there's like a profile button down here, and the home's up here. I don't know. It's okay. I just don't trust Bluetooth enough to put it on your Switch. Something will break if you mess with the settings. They're not that complicated. I know you always have issues with it, but I don't know why. I don't trust it. That's fair. I already have charge beams part of that, huh? I have no charge beam anymore. Since the Wavebird days, I never had a Wavebird. I don't want to say I never have issues. I actually have the most issues with my PS4 controller. Because it's always plugged into my PC, which is where I always use it. But if I ever plug in my actual PS4, it just like doesn't want to sync up. Even if I like physically wire the controller in, it just like won't get to the unlock the PS4 when you start it up. It's like, oh, press PlayStation to start. It's like does nothing. I don't know. That controller gets stuck in like the wrong mode for a while, and it's always a little bit of a pain to get it back working. That might be an issue with the PlayStation more than the controller itself, though. Related to the PS4 controller, I'm still like super salty that you can't new extras unlocked. Great. That you can't use the PS4 controller for PS5 games. I like the PS4 controller so much more than the PS5 one. Alright, I know there's like a crawl space thing, but I don't have the morph ball yet, right?
Recording to log.
Another path through there. Looks really pretty. Actually tempted to... Give me just a second. How lights that are behind my monitors cause glare off of my monitors, I don't always entirely understand. But, here we are. Also, how's volume? Do I need to turn the game up at all? Base is too shiny? Maybe. Reflecting off my glasses. There's a room over there. Check that out before I climb up. Seems okay? Alright, good. Maybe a tad up? Sure. You sure don't have any filters or anything on it? I can also balance, like, sound effects or whatever if, you want music up, but sound effects not. Alright, I charge. But these sound effects actually aren't crazy loud.
Recording to log. Recording to log.
Seems like considered creatures, huh? Guess so. Hello. I think this is a way that I can't go yet. Oh, maybe I can. Chozo Ruins West. Is this actually the right way? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Fortunately, no scan dashing to the space jump boots. I learned how to do that once on the original. Messing around with it one day. Yeah, I think it requires bombs. I think there's a bomb trick to do it. I saw ZFG messing around with it when this first came out, I think. But it looked, I don't know, somewhat precise. Missile door.
Recording to log.
He is weakened due to cellular decomposition.
Recording to logbook.
Really, that's what the scan is going to tell me? Is that it's on a ledge you can't reach? Doesn't actually tell me what the item is. You might not need to, you might not need to scan pickups. You might just get them when you pick them up.
Recording to logbook.
That's not the thing I was trying to scan. I like the controls. They're pretty good.
Recording to logbook.
Chozo lore. Why did they put that branch in your way?
Recording to logbook.
Save point. Uneventful. I scanned one of these in the tutorial. Let me scan another one down here. Some of the stuff, like those bugs that I thought I had scanned in the tutorial. Opened up a new scan spot for. Or it's been a new scan here, I should say. Nothing else in here? Maybe these are something. The name of this room. Or the atrium. I need charge beam to be able to suck in health. I should have scanned the firefly.
Recording to logbook.
Washed up. These are the same ones that I've already seen, right? No, they're not.
Recording to logbook. Recording to logbook.
A lot of wasps. Make a nice sound key when they stop, so it's pretty obvious. Pretty cool. Well, it can be hard when there's this many of them. And this game owns. It's already just a lot of fun. I think the only thing I'm going to be uncertain of is how I feel about the collecting all the artifacts near the end. If that bothers me or not. Alright, dead end. Needing morph ball. Let's backtrack for that. Sounds are like... There's like a gurgling sound in there, it's distracting. Full of health, that doesn't matter. Map room. I need to scan in here. Probably should have scanned the map before grabbing it. Right. Remember that. Morph ball. Room. You can't blow these up, right? Do these things drop missiles? Or do they only drop health? Let's see. Let me see health, so... That did not. Well, come on. Who decided putting that branch there was a good idea? That needs morph ball to get to. Did I scan the hive? I did. Oh, these are sandstone. Must be a bomb. Oh, this branch actually even has a scan. I don't need to save. I hope. It's probably fine. I think running by save points in casual playthroughs for me is like Cowie and picking up sparkly spots. I just feel compelled to save. Because like all it takes is one death to lose more time than it would have taken to save and cause a lot of frustration of like backtracking. Sniped. I'm probably supposed to go downstairs, but what is over here? There's another room over here. I'm not going here yet, though. Oh, there's a missile expansion. Can I get that? Let's see. Can I get that? You know, this looks like one of those things that looks like you can jump on it, but you can't jump on it. Come back up here for a second. But since it's Metroid Prime, it probably looks like you can't jump on it, or it looks like you can jump on it, but you can't jump on it, but you actually can jump on it. These little ledges here. Yeah. I thought. invisible walls. Oof. A lot of damage. Those bugs. These are just regular, same things that I've been fighting. I thought there was a big one. Maybe he comes out later, or maybe it's actually just a bunch of little ones. Okay, there is a big one. See if this thing's got 2 scans. Of course, it immediately tries to scan the half pipe. That's the word I'm looking for. Those all missed. I think that was easier than I thought. I thought I'd remember there being more to that fight than that. That's alright though. These mysterious Chozo ancient ruins just happen to have a thing to fix my morph ball. Stone wall, we got a spider ball track. A half pipe. What is... Simple light sources, okay. Now, do I want to go back to where I found the missiles? Or do I want to check out this room that's up this way? I feel like this room up here is a dead end for now. Maybe like a hot room or one that needs something else. We'll see. Not the bees. This is like an actual room. Not the button I wanted to hit.
Recording to logbook.
Some lore. Poison. Spider ball. Go this way. course, they blew themselves up before I could scan them. Wrong button. I am always going to press Y for scanning.
Recorded to logbook.
I don't know if this is even, like, the way I really want to be going, but... it's where I am. And I used to have a kitchen. I do still have a kitchen, in fact. It is right behind that door. I was getting some glare on my screens from my light, so I turned them off. That's the right button. And I have the door shut for no particular reason. It was over this way. I remember a lot of these rooms. I just don't necessarily remember which path is the correct one versus not correct path. Although I seem to constantly be taking the correct path instead of the explore path, so I guess there's that. I don't really feel too bad about it. I don't mind getting more power-ups and exploring later. I want to scan those things, but...
Recorded to
there we
logbook.
go. No correct answers, but there are objectively correct answers. There are some places that you just can't go yet. Or at least can't finish going. Wink. Just scooting by there. Sort of look around for potential scan spots, but I guess not. This is another atrium? Yeah, East Atrium. Alright, well. This is the way we're going. I think I'm like physically running into them, getting owned by contact damage, man, after shooting out the lasers. Hello.
Recorded to logbook.
Come back this way for a second. Check out this room more first. Okay. Probably hurts more than I want to try damage boosting through. I don't entirely remember what the next thing I should be looking for is. Varia? Charge Beam? Probably one of those. I don't know, maybe it's a little early for Varia. Maybe just different visor or something? Oh, is this the fire thing? Yeah, it is. This thing's cool.
Recording to logbook.
Yeah, I know spring balls in the game. And I've played on the Wii collection with it too. But I had to, like, I was second guessing myself there because I'm like, does the game expect me to jump up? Like, trying to figure out which direction was forward and which was backwards. Like, does the game expect me to spring ball up there? And I'm like, no, the original didn't have spring ball.
Recording to logbook.
This fight's really cool. It's like a really novel idea. And it uses the fire to, oh yeah, bombs, right? Obviously that's the next thing I'm getting. That comes before charge and Varia. The obvious answer. New extras unlocked. Anything... Oops. Missile expansion. Is there a button? Ah, there is a button. Good. That's convenient. Oops. I'd much rather press a spring ball button than have to flick the remote if possible. Power has been restored, which is presumably this thing.
Recording to logbook.
Oops. No, I'm playing with a controller, 8-bit controller. But the flick is still, I think, enabled by default for spring ball. There was at least there was a, like a flick sensitivity. Yeah, see? Let's... Yeah, but there's a motion control for it. It's not just... Yes, I realize that X is also spring ball. I should wait for this. Yeah, I'd rather press X because my hand is like partially under my desk, and if I flick the controller, I'm going to smash my hand into my desk. Spring Ball is definitely one of those things that I think motion controls are just really not good for. It's definitely one of those things where I complain about motion controls when like a button could serve, well, I don't know. I want to say complain about them. It depends. I think they're a lot more questionable when a button could just serve the same purpose. And I don't mind as long as there's a button option, like if you can do either or. But like, I don't know, like the spin in Mario, for example. Mario Galaxy. And some of the stuff that you can do in Mario Odyssey. There are definitely things that, there are lots of extra buttons in the controller, but they make it so only the motion control works. I don't know. I like having the option. Now, stuff like the gyro aiming, I think the gyro aiming is like a good use of motion controls. I'm not using it in this game because I don't really need it in a game that's based off the GameCube game. It's really not even meant to have direct aiming quite this well to begin with. I do think X being the jump button, though, is a little bit weird when... Like, why is B the jump button when you're not morphed, but then X is the jump button when you are morphed? I think that's weird. Why not just make it B? But, I mean, whatever. Just the button they chose. Just means that I'm going to spend half the game saying what button was what button was Spring Ball? And that's okay. There's no, I'm also going to spend half the game pressing the morph button instead of the visor button. Now let's start with saving, I guess. This game owns, though. This looks really good. Feels really good to play. Remaster seems like a good job. That way is the... And that's what I was afraid of. Probably wants me to jump to it from... Oh, that's not where I was looking. Where? Oh, it is that door. That's not where I came from? I guess not. Alright. I confused myself because I thought that this was the, wrong button. Was the way I came from. Great poison. Truth awaits you in a sacred hall. do kind of want to go back to some earlier rooms and collect stuff, but I don't know. Still okay with going forward for now. Did I scan one of these things? I think I did. Yeah. Four runic symbols. Oh, I can't scan through the grate. Okay, that does light up when I hit that. There was that room, the one that I activated in that other room earlier, but it's not lit up here. Unless they're all in this room. They might be. Three out of the four. Unless the fourth one is the one behind the grate. Oh no, that's Chozo lore back there. Wrong button. Oh, it's really right here.
Recording to logbook.
Charge beam. I didn't remember charge beam being only behind like a basic puzzle like that, not a boss or anything. But I'm not too surprised either. Eyeballs. None of these open up into like a morph ball hole or anything, right? Huh. This one, like... I don't know, it still looks like it's there almost. Oh, there was a... Hang on. There was another thing. So I wanted to go back up. I like how, I don't remember if the original was like this. Does anyone know if the original felt this way with movement, where, like, if you hit a ledge before you're all the way up, you stop jumping and you latch onto the ledge instead? Like, it's an automatic ledge grab, basically, if you're right next to it. Was it always like that? That's still not the visor button. It's still active. Might just be a dead end without Spider Ball. You're just a little too high, huh? Oops. On that ledge. Yeah. Alright, back we go. Oh, these are all back. I had to laugh when ZFG streamed this game. Somebody made a comment about how quickly he had cleared 100% all scans. Or like, cleared the game in general. He did obviously 2 playthroughs. I don't think he got 100% on the first one, but I think it was close. And he's like, oh yeah, I used to speedrun this game. I'm like, did he actually speedrun it? And then he's like, yeah, back in like 2010. When I had to at a time on the board or something. Like, alright. I know he's always talked about, like, actually speedrunning Metroid Prime. But I couldn't remember if he had actually done any of it. These map controls are weird. So I must come out there from above. Which means back to the tree room. I can check this left thing. It's weird that the like the left stick moves and the right stick is the left stick is the one for the angle. Yes, okay. Those look grappleable. I don't know if I can do anything in here yet, but I'm gonna climb up anyway. Runic symbol. There's 2. That's the button I wanted to hit. The wrong button for bombs. I already got that one. There's 3. Oh, I need to hit that bottom one again, I guess. Alright, back down to the bottom we go. Do I see another... another spot to scan in here? That tree looks really cool. The like see-through picture. Ah, here it is. I thought that I'd be coming back this way out of whatever that room is up there, but maybe not. Did remember the runic symbol on the ground here. I mentioned it when I was in that other room that had them. Sir? Can't feel your feet. Are you sitting on your feet? Have they gone numb? That happens to me sometimes. My foot feels rather tingly right now. Doggo is. Well, that'll happen occasionally. At least your feet are probably warm. Not that you can feel if they're warm, but at least they're probably warm. Hi. Boss time. This is the end. Yeah, I had a random meeting pop up in my calendar a couple days ago. Monday? Tuesday? And it was because somebody died. So... it's not always you getting fired. Sometimes it's... I should scan this guy. Yeah, not somebody on my team directly, but somebody in... the IS department. Died unexpectedly recently. And I don't know if they even really found out why. Apparently he just like didn't show up to work for like a week or something, and then they did a wellness check on him and that was awkward. President isn't coming back? Hopefully for good reasons, like found a better job or something. Huh, it moved me. It moved me an entire... half circle around the... Dude. Do I need to, like... missile him down first? Oh, yeah, I guess that's... That's the play. There we go. I think they were enjoying it. Got sick for 2 weeks, yeah. Makes sense. If they were out sick, it could also be actual medical reasons or something too. Oops. Is that it, or is there one more? There were 4. There are 4 lights. Yeah, there we go. I want the health and ammo. That's... That one stray shot was the stagger. That's really funny. Come on. All the way on the other side. Got him. It's a cool boss. I'm pretty iffy on like puzzly kind of bosses, so it's certainly not my favorite. I'd rather like just fight something, but it's still cool. For a puzzle kind of boss, it's pretty well done. Warrior suit. I didn't scan it before picking it up. It's probably fine. I think it counts if you pick them up. I think when I scanned charge beam, it just said like charge beam. Nope, I have no idea where Ice Beam is. I don't really remember where a lot of stuff is in this game. I remember a lot of, like, various rooms, and... like, I remember this boss. Oops. Anything down here in the water? But, I probably remember a few of the boss fights. In general, I guess. I wanted to see if you get up onto this thing. Does not seem so. Yeah, just kind of clipping through it. But in terms of like actual specific, like the map in general, like specific progression points, I don't really remember a lot. Would you be surprised I meant to do the visor and I went to Morph Ball? Again. Again. I really, really, really want visor on Y. I cannot say enough how much I feel like visor should be on Y. Or beams. Like, I know I have visor and beam swapped. But like I'd be doing the same thing with beams if I hadn't swapped them. I mean, I wouldn't yet because I don't have multiple beams yet, but in the long run I'd be doing the same thing.
Recorded to logbook.
Yeah, can you just like not kill those? Maybe a different weapon or something? Doesn't matter. Spider ball track. Is there anything cool I can land on the way down?
Recorded to logbook.
I'm just gonna go with Cowie's normal complaint that modern controllers have too many buttons. Even though the GameCube game that, I mean, I guess it has like the same number of buttons as most modern stuff, but really doesn't use an excessive number of buttons. They're just not the right ones. Guess those don't open? Okay.
Recorded to logbook.
25% of scans. Spirit Cowie invented 25% of scans. This probably goes to Magmore, right? Yeah. I don't want to go to Magmore yet. I want to do some exploring. Let's figure out where I want to explore, though. This way. I'm sure I can get an energy tank. I'm sure I can get... I guess I'm not 100% sure, but I think I can get an energy tank. I'm sure I can get some missile expansions. The missile count right now is still pretty low. Only 15 max. Get some lore.
Recorded to logbook.
Doop, 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 doop. Missile expansion get. Alright. This way. Onward. That was the energy tank I was hoping to get. Is that all I want? There's more stuff I can explore. I could also just charge onwards. What is... I don't know what's in these rooms. I feel like I can't get past this one. This was where I got... Hey, there's something blocking that I can't open. Purple door. At least I'm assuming. Unless that's bombs. If that were the case, I don't know why I'd say question marks. Part of me also kind of wants to just go back to Talon Overworld. Because there was definitely some stuff down there. Oh, no. This was the... Okay, yeah, I definitely can't go there yet. That's not the room I thought it was. The room I was thinking of was... Oh, probably this one that I just came back through. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I got two things to check. Can I take the side path that goes to the same place and make a quick check back in Talon Overworld? Yo, Hare. How's it going? There was another room that had... like a morph puzzle on the side. Been better? Dang. Still feeling sick at all, or...? Seems like you got a lot going on lately between family and work and health, and some good, some bad, but... hopefully you're hanging in there. I feel like I'm going to be coming back here to Talon Overworld. I know I'm going to get out of this as like a missile expansion or something, but there might be a... What I'm really hoping for is one more energy tank, but if I don't get it, it's not... If I don't get one, it's not a huge deal. Wait, did I scan both of these? No, I haven't scanned this yet. These ones I have, yes. Stomach bug. Doctor appointment canceled. Ugh. The stomach bugs are no fun. I've been having a couple weird issues lately that it doesn't clear up in the next couple days. Might consider making a doctor's appointment for. I don't feel sick, but... oh man. I'm surprised that, like, you even need, like, an appointment for that. Well, not that you need an appointment, but, like, it seems like the kind of thing that could be done, or at least asked for in, like, a short Zoom call or something, rather than, you know, oh, appointment's canceled, wait 2 weeks. I know that's one thing that, like, a lot of... we hear about it occasionally at work, working for a hospital and such, that, like, telemedicine has been such a big boon to both patients and providers that they don't want to do Zooms anymore. Yeah, that is frustrating. Like I said, our work definitely sees it as, like, a... Okay, so this is another Magmor Caverns thing. I don't want to go down here yet either. Definitely sees it as a benefit to, like, it's cheaper, it's faster, and it's like a benefit to the patient to be able to provide telemedicine services. I don't know if it's the same for like all departments. Like, I don't know if mental health is treated any differently than other stuff, but might also just depend on the hospital or on the doctor or whatever. Alright, so where were the morph ball cracks I was looking for? That's the half pipe. I think they were back in the earlier room. There's definitely one in this starting room. How's the remaster? It's been good so far. It looks gorgeous and plays really well. And it's just like, it's a really good game to begin with, so it's fun just like playing Metroid Prime. Wasn't there? Yeah, there was. Does this not actually go anywhere? I've actually been wanting in general to play some GameCube. Stuff lately. Obviously this is the remaster, but it's still obviously a GameCube game. Yeah, Grapple Bean. Because I'd ordered months ago now, November, I think, a GameCube Memory Card Pro, which is a new memory card that basically uses an SD card, and you can create virtual memory cards with it and have effectively as many saves as you want. I should actually probably look at getting more SD cards, because right now I'm going to put a 256 gig SD card into a GameCube memory card. And my GameCube also has an SD loader in it, so I can play ISOs from an SD card also, rather than only discs. So once that memory card comes in, I might do some casual GameCube games. I kind of want to play Mario Sunshine. I might end up regretting that. I tried playing it once years ago. Didn't get super far. I kind of want to play Twilight Princess again. And I've beaten Twilight Princess on the Wii and on the Wii U remaster. But I've never played the GameCube version of Twilight Princess, so I kind of want to try that. And, there were one or two other things I was thinking of playing. Somewhat drawing a blank, but... maybe Wind Waker. Although I'd be hard-pressed to play the original Wind Waker when HD is an option. But I might do it anyway. I don't know. I probably won't play all of these things, but... oh, this is the... yeah, this is the crater. Nothing here yet. Had some scans, probably.
Recording to logbook.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother going into the impact crater yet. I'm back here later. I didn't scan these.
Recording to logbook.
And I kind of want to try a couple of, once I play this remaster, I kind of want to try a Metroid Prime Randomizer. Maybe, like, also replay Prime 2. I don't know, whenever I watch Tonic do the, play his Prime 2 randos, they look pretty fun. But I'm not really sure. Randomizers are always tough for me, because, like, the reason that I kind of want to try them... I'm going to take the normal path into Magmore. I'm not going to take this side path. I'm going to go back to Talon Overworld and go from there. I think the cool thing about randomizers is, like, you get to learn more about, like, game tech. Like, you get to learn, like, how to skip things and how to get places early. Okay, that's the Magmore one. Where am I actually going then? Like, you learn how to get through places without certain items, or how to skip things early, or whatever. Is that another... Is another... More... Oh, that's the half-pipe thing, okay. And I think, like, playing a rando forces you to learn, like, a game's tech. And I think that's really cool, but you gotta kind of commit to, like, learning some of the tech. No, I think Breath of the Wild would be, like, the least example of needing to learn tech, and Elden Ring rando. I think those are, like... Those are more about... Like, anything open world is typically more about the classic Cowie treasure chest hunt, as he describes them. A treasure chest hunt. Versus, like... You know, playing a game that expects you to be able to perform certain glitches in order to logically place items. Where did I want to go? Can't go that way yet. I could check this from this side. Maybe I should do that. Just go check this real quick while I'm here. Random game swap. No thank you. Remember when High Spirits was doing his, like, 420 Dragon Warrior 1 randomizer seeds that he was swapping between. That was a good meme. Yeah, SMZ3 would be a cool one, but I would need to learn Link to the Past tech first. Link to the Past is still on my... Link to the Past, No Major Glitches is still on my, like, I want to learn at some point list that I still haven't done. I was gonna do it last year, and I don't remember what I ended up doing instead. That might have been when DQ10 came out and I did DQ10. Did rando and don't know tricks? That's the opposite of how I was describing randomizer. Yeah, this is a hot room. That's what I thought. Hot grapple room. Just don't put any glitches in logic. Yeah, that, like, then that takes away a lot of the fun of it to me, though. Or... I guess I don't necessarily care what logic says, as long as you're willing to, like, go out of logic. enjoy the logic puzzle. Makes sense. I kind of have like the opposite feeling on it, just in that I feel like the logic puzzle aspect tends to be like, it's more about knowing the randomizer at that point than it is about the game. And while I agree that like the logic puzzle aspect is neat, I want to get better at the game. I don't want to like, obviously like being good at a randomizer means you have to learn the logic of the randomizer, but being good at the game to me is more of why I would want to do one than oh, this is a one-way path. That's fine. We'll go this way. I think there was another room I wanted to check this way. This whole let's backtrack for stuff was mostly a bust. I should have just taken the one energy tank I had and left it at that. There's probably more stuff I could get to, but yeah, anyway, getting good at the game is more of why I would want to do it than like to learn an arbitrary randomizer logic that somebody made. Not that there's anything wrong with it, just not my, not why I would want to play it. Oh, OOT Master Quest is another thing that maybe I'll play, because I've never played Master Quest. And that's another thing I'll play in the GameCube. That probably won't take very long. Let's go this way, right? I should save first. Fun with that. I mean, I don't know for sure that I'll do it, but if I do, I'll stream it. Like, this is all stuff I'm looking to potentially have for like weeknight casual streams. Or if I say that, by the time I get around to doing any of these, I'm going to be done with DQ6 and the weeknight aspect isn't going to be important anymore, but you know, it is what it is. Speedrunning wise, I think I'm definitely going to be done with DQ6 after this month, regardless of whether or not I get a better run or not. Getting a better run shouldn't be very difficult, but the game still has to cooperate a little bit, which it was not doing last weekend. But April, I'm going to be doing some like D-Rust / marathon prep kind of stuff. You know, word on the street is that DQRTA marathon is going to be coming up in May or so to match around when it was last year. So like probably going to I don't know, kind of thinking about what I want to submit to that. Right now I'm thinking of submitting DQM2 and DQ10. I could throw in a DQ6 submission also and tell them just don't take it, please. Not that I wouldn't want to run DQ6, it's just like I don't feel good enough to be marathon safe at DQ6. But yeah, I'd be down for a Monsters 2 race, absolutely. But anyway, my plan for April is to start derusting whatever I submit, or whatever gets into DQRTA Marathon. If I know by then. At least what I submit. And I know High Spirits mentioned the other day in somebody's chat, PM's chat I think, that he was going to start working on DQ5 in April for his main RPG Limit Break submission. And nothing's been announced for Limit Break, as far as I know, but I know Poexo was saying they were targeting, like, summer, like July-ish, and as a potential time frame for it, to try to start moving it back earlier in the year, and especially with, I think SGDQ was moved forward this year, so there's a little bit more of a gap in there. And I want to submit Aiden Chronicles to that. Probably Aiden Chronicles and DQ Monsters 2
Recording to logbook.
are my main plans for Limit Break submissions. I might consider submitting like DQ3 English patch. I'm kind of on the fence about that one. But anyway, probably start derusting some of those. I don't plan on taking Aiden Chronicles like super serious or anything for a derust, unless like it's actually marathon submission time. And it's not going to take me long to derust Aiden.
Recording to logbook.
I could do a run right now and not have like huge issues. But going fast is obviously, there's stuff that would have to be practiced. So the plan for April was various derusts for submissions and
Recording to logbook.
and some GameCube casual stuff.
Recording to logbook.
Yeah, I hope so. I say that's my plan now, but like, we all know how well I stick to my plan, so. Getting rusty at everything, yeah, same. Even DQ6, like, I really haven't done any practice this week. I did some boss practice yesterday, I guess, but I haven't done any of, like, the segment practice that I really need to be doing. Like grapple again? Yeah. I don't know. The problem with a long game like DQ6, one of the problems with a long game like DQ6 is that, like, I put a lot of mental energy into learning the run and taking notes. Like, I basically spent all of February working on notes and watching VODs and doing some practice and getting save files and all of that. And, like, by the time it comes to do runs, I don't want to say I'm burnt out, because that's not the right way to put it, but, like, I feel like I've been playing DQ6 for 2 months now, or a month and a half now, even though I've done one full run. So you felt when you started 5, yeah. Yeah, I mean, 5 is, it's not as long, but it's not that much shorter. I don't know. I mean, if 6 hours-ish versus 8 hours-ish for, like, I guess it depends on how much you practice and how good your runs are, but certainly a lot of variability in there. It's like 2 hours longer. Not nothing, but it's certainly enough to, like, DQ5 is still an effort to learn. It's still an effort to practice and get good at. Tunnel down there. I don't really know where I'm trying to go right now. Can I go down into this place yet? Little morph ball maze. not even a maze, but yes, I can. Oop. There we go. No! How rude. I don't know if this is the way that I want to go, if this is the way to power-ups. We'll see. Yeah, I definitely felt similar when I did 5 also. Really, like I said, kind of any long run. You spend enough time prepping for it, and like, probably obvious, but I'm definitely one to like, maybe even over-prepare for runs before I even do a first run. I don't want my first run to be, you know, I didn't want my first DQ6 run to be a 12-hour absolute disaster with me safety saving everywhere and dying to bosses and stuff like that. Like, I wanted to have a good chance of completing the run, you know, without wiping, without anything, and I did that. Stealing your strats. Well, the difference is I actually do runs. Half joking. But it does mean that, like, by the time I get to doing runs, like, they start off better, but I'm also, like, more, like I said, kind of more worn out in a game by the time it gets there. Especially a game like DQ6, which, like, I don't love DQ6 to begin with, right? It's not like, oh, this is my favorite game and I want to run it forever. It's I don't really like this game very much, but I'm forcing myself to learn it. So it's part of my long-term speed goal. I got something in today which is going to be probably used towards the next part of my long-term speed goal, but I don't know when exactly that's going to happen. It kind of depends on some of the marathon submission stuff. But, I got this. The camera can focus on it if it's even light enough to see it. It's an adapter for PlayStation/PlayStation 2 to use wired USB controllers or Bluetooth controllers. And the adapter itself supports like turbo and stuff like that. PlayStation 2 isn't real. The 3 PlayStation 2s that I have within the 10 feet of me are real enough, but the intent is to play a PlayStation 1 game on it, which is going to be Dragon Warrior 7. But I had a similar adapter. It's a Brook adapter. I had basically the same one, or a very similar one. Their older model. But it only had 1 turbo rate on it, and I think... I don't know if I want to go this way yet. Let's check out what the other offshoots were from this cavern. I think there's also something else on my map there that might be an artifact or a weapon upgrade. Let's look at this real quick before I forget about it. Oh, it's that? Must be you come down from there. Anyway, I had the older brick adapter for PlayStation, but I think it was only 10 hertz mashing for the turbo, maybe 15. Oh, this stuff all respawn. That's annoying. And this adapter has adjustable 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 hertz turbo. If it's anything like the other one I had, it's a little bit of a pain. Changing the turbo speed is like, or turning turbo on and off at least, is like an annoying button combo on the controller with the to basically open the adapter's settings menu, which you can't see. It's just a thing, and then change it and then save the setting. And turbo? No. Dragon Warrior 7 is a 15 to 18 to 20 hour run. I'm not going to run that without turbo. No way. Cowie specifically pushed for allowing turbo in Western DQ games last year, specifically so he could use turbo for DQ7. And after all that, I'm not going to not use it. So I'll probably play with my PS4 controller. But I also ordered... It's unrelated to that. It's just like since this thing has a generic USB input, I recently ordered I'd sent you the link, Dunham. Like a fight stick, but it's not a stick. It's just buttons instead of having an actual stick. Even though I don't play fighting games, I've really wanted to try using something like that for 2D platformers because I tend to play a lot of those with like an overhand grip anyway, especially mashy ones. And so I'm curious how well, this was a mistake. Guess you can't spring ball out of that. You have to actually bomb. Curious how playing something like DQ7 or some kind of RPG would be with a fight stick kind of thing. We'll see. Worst case, I mean, I have a PlayStation Turbo controller I can just use. Is this... This goes to Findrana Drifts. Is that where I want to go next? Well, let's find out. Oh, I didn't even notice, because Chatterino doesn't display it, that Countess had a watch streak earlier. Thank you for the watch streak, Countess. Want to go to Michigan? I don't think I do, actually. You haven't made it sound like the, not you, Rotos hasn't made it sound like always the best place. I'm Michigan, of all places. The drifts. I'll take a short break next time I find a save point here. There's probably one off this room. Is that the reason? Oh, it was after I'd started streaming. Oh, nice. I'm generally not going to be terribly affected by political stuff when I determine where I want to live, necessarily. Florida being a notable exception to stay away from, but I don't want to go to Florida anyway. But, even Texas, I'd consider Texas, but I did consider Texas a few years ago, actually, when my last job was opening an office there. But it's looking like Arizona is probably the most likely place that I'm thinking of at the moment. Not the only place, but the most likely. Alright, here's a save point. I'm going to stand up for a couple minutes. Going to keep playing, but I'm going to use the bathroom real quick and swap out my Mountain Dew for that I've had half of, for a different drink. Some flavored water stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's explore the drifts.
Recorded to logbook.
The music here is so chill. I love it. Wait, what did it say? Is iced over? Oh, blast shield over door is secure. I don't know how I got anything ice related out of that, but... Can I even do anything here? Or is this a dead end for now? Where I came from... Ah. Unlock the door. And you know what game I've been playing casually off stream the past week or so has been Saga Scarlet Grace. A game that I found out about because Tonic ran it a few years ago. And I bought it on Switch when it came out, and I played it a little bit, and like, I just never really continued. It's pretty challenging and kind of weird to get into. But I started trying to play it again. On Steam this time. I also bought it on Steam at some point.
Recording to logbook.
And that game's been pretty fun, but holy moly, that game is kicking my butt. Pretty tough. Another RPG, but has a really unique combat system. Alright, what am I doing here? I stopped to think about what button to press for the visor and I still pressed the wrong one. Melted with heat. Alright, well. I don't even know what extreme heat is considered. But plasma? Super bomb or power bombs? Super missiles? There are lots of things that could be hot. I think one of the guns is like a flamethrower upgrade, so it's probably whatever gun that is. Gun. Beam. Is the word. Yeah, don't jump down there. I did scan one of these guys, right? Yeah.
Recording to logbook.
I remember when I streamed this a few years ago, people were saying that playing on the trilogy version was easier than the original GameCube version. And I played the game on GameCube, I own a copy of it. I just had never beaten it on GameCube. But the default normal was easier on trilogy than normal, and you had to play on veteran to get the GameCube normal. Anyway, I do remember the game being relatively easy. But even on this game's normal, hasn't really been that difficult so far. I know I'm still pretty early, but I could land on that, but I don't want to jump off of here. I've seen these, okay. You never died. Those call it Omega Pirate. Yeah, that's one to sometimes be a little tough. I think when I first played it, Ridley was the only thing that was like a little sketchy. The end of the Ridley fight. It's just really hard to get damage in.
Recording to logbook.
Easier than the Wii version? I would be surprised if it were easier than the Wii version, except with a caveat of maybe it's just like easier because of the controls. You find the twin stick control setup or whatever. Easier than the Can you... I kind of think that Yeah, that's the tech. Huh. The tech for shooting missiles fast is like to go back to a regular shot in between missiles. Like, look at this. So this is me spamming missiles. Right? That's just me mashing the button versus me mashing both the alternating the regular missile and the regular shot. That's interesting. That's kind of a silly change then. If it's that easy to get around, it's silly. I guess it adds like a little bit more skill, tech. I've been doing it a couple times, but like I hadn't actually really tried it until these ice goons. Yeah. I don't know. I guess more tech is cool, but this seems like a weird choice for... I don't know. Like they were trying to nerf something and screw it up. You aren't on power beam, you can't do it as fast. Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that when, I remember you mentioning something about being different depending what beam you were on, but I didn't really pay attention to what it was. Lore?
Recording to logbook.
Firing 2 ice shots quickly. Interesting. I don't have ice yet, so... we'll see if I figure that one out. Once I get it. Closes and the other beam opens up. Is it like actually slower, or is it maybe just like a tighter input window where it's more difficult, or... well, I'll find out once I get more beams. Does boost? It is boost. Hold L to charge and release to boost. Alright. Oh, hey Anatolu. How's it going? I know the intent is for me to boost, but is there anything under here that's... I can grab? No. Going great, chill week? Nice. It's always good. Have you started poking at DQ9 at all yet, out of curiosity? Yeah, you said that was next up on your list. Yeah, that's cool. Ah, that's right, you did say you were playing Chrono Cross since they fixed the remaster. I'll probably pick up the remaster at some point, since it's been fixed. But I'll wait until I want to actually play it, especially since I already like own the PlayStation version. If I really want to, play it. But yeah, Chrono Cross owns. Plays better than any of the mods did. That's cool. That's like, it's cool both because like, it's great for it to play well, and it's also cool that I'm sure it takes a little bit of the drama out of what to allow or not to allow for speedrun standpoint. Lost your PS2 at some point? Yeah, I mean, I've got multiple PS2s, a PS1, and a PS3 that can all play it, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Because PS3s can play any PS1 games if you have a PS3, but... PSP Go, nice. Is this, like, breakable? No. Maybe I only came here for Boost Ball. I don't think there's anything else I can get to with what I have. I guess the next question is, where do I go now? Do I go back to Talon Overworld and or Chozo Ruins, where I know there were a couple of Boost Ball half pipes? Or do I try going a different direction through Magmore? My concern is that this Boost Ball might be what I needed to get Space Jump back in Talon Overworld. And if that's the case, then I want to get that as soon as possible. But I don't know if there was anything else needed for it, or if it's just Boost Ball. Yeah, Chrono Cross is one of the most fun games that I've streamed casually, I think. Combination of just like enjoying the game and like, I don't know, kind of just playing it at the right time. Can I go up higher here? I'm gonna fall in the lava if I mess this up, but... Yeah, when I streamed it, it was my first time. It was like 2 or 3 years ago now that I played it. I had never really seen much of it before. Bits and pieces of like speedruns, because I used to watch Spike Vegeta a lot back when he was running it, which was also when Ash was running it. Coming up with a lot of new strats. I remember seeing Ash and Spike's chat a lot. But besides like kind of casually watching those speedruns, that was all I really had ever seen of the game. I thought just kind of figuring out like the battle system was really cool. The only big complaint I had about the game... Yeah, I stopped that way. Let's go this way. The only real big complaint I had about the game was the number of times the game like forcibly unequips all your stuff. I think the remaster killed the game? Really? That's kind of surprising to me. I mean, there were... Well, I don't know how long it had been, but there were a number of people running it, like, not too far back. I don't know why people would stop running it because of the remaster, unless, like... Unless it was just, like, they're demotivated because they wanted to do the remaster and then it flopped or something, I don't know. You could definitely see, like, a motivation thing. Oh, that's... Oh, come on. Let's get out of here. No! That's not the button to push. I am, like, constantly getting confused about Spring Ball being on X. X should not be the jump button. Well, this is a remaster, right, for Chrono Cross, not a remake. Right, like... They presumably didn't re-translate it and such. Or do anything crazy egregious. If you got DW4 HD, you'd probably feel fine about it. Oh, really? That's funny. I guess I can't say I'm too surprised. There were definitely a few characters that... Well, yeah, that went a little bit much with it. Forgot Chrono Cross had that, like, dynamic dialogue system. Where, like, the accents were programmatic compared to the original lines or whatever, and the same line would be said different ways, replace letters or however they did it. Phrases. Wait, where is this going to take me? Is this back to town overworld? Yes. Good. Where I wanted to go. What's down this way? Okay. This I'm supposed to have... I was gonna say ice. Yeah, probably ice. So the question is, if this does let me get space jump, am I supposed to just immediately turn around and head back to Phendrana again? Because I think that might be the answer. With all those floating platforms in that main room. It's a little annoying to like get an upgrade and then backtrack all the way to the start of the game for one item. And then immediately backtrack all the way back to where you just were. But that might be what... That might be the thing. Oh, we'll see. Oh. Oh, come on. That's so silly. Build up all the speed and then like on the last... The last trip up the half pipe, run into the enemy. We got the boots. New extras unlocked in the main menu. So you wanted having to go all the way back around? Are you saying that from experience? I'm trying to think. I saw ZFG messing with this. Trying to get there early. Remember where it was. There was some like rock that he was like hitting up on the rock and then I don't know, doing some kind of like double jump. But it might have also like resulted in jumping off some collision. I don't know. Alright, so where do I go? Do I go back to Phendrana? Can't go that way. Maybe I go back to Chozo Ruins and check out... Is there anything actually interesting in Chozo Ruins, though? For this half-pipe thing? There's one in, like, the main room. Main plaza here. But... I don't think that will bring me anywhere. That might bring me up to, like, the missile tank that's over here or something. But I think that's it. There's one in this room. I should check this room. In my head, I'm thinking that I can't do anything here until I get whatever opens up this, this purple spot, but there is this little, like, side room off of it. I should go back to. Chozo Ruins real quick. I'm having a really hard time with this map. It's fine. I'm sure there are plenty of other places that I'll fall down and have to redo. .3D platforming is always a disaster. Although I'm not bad at 3D platforming. In general. So this is the spot that I was... Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a missile tank. Oh, let's grab it. Ended up behind the missile tank. That's really funny. It's really weird. Sometimes you like ledge grab, right? Like that. But if I jump over here, I'm still doing it. Like that time it didn't. This one I'm not ledge grabbing. Not that it matters, but like it's very noticeable to me when you jump at something and just like you immediately like you don't jump up past the ledge. I'm not sure if I just wasn't over far enough or if that was an invisible wall that pushed me off. So let's try that again. I'm inclined to think it was an invisible wall. Yeah. Any other way that I'd be able to get over there? Oh, please. Go away, wasps. It's only a missile expansion. I don't really care. Oh, there's a grapple. Okay. Oh, where's the store? I'm a little too far. Alright, can I get anything here? Oops, wrong button. Their missile expansion. That's relatively boring. Rogue boost ball. This is probably the spider ball track. Yeah. Alright. Is there anything else I wanted to check here before just going back to Fendrana? There's a hot room. Magma pool. I mean, there might have been like pickups in some of these rooms that I could grab, but I'm not seeing any obvious furnace. Furnace had stuff. That was where I was originally thinking of going. Let's check over by the furnace. How far out of the way is that? That's not that far. Let's check the furnace real quick before I go back to Findrana. Forgot about something? What kind of something? This is probably going to be a waste of time, but I'm curious what's back here. I might have actually already gotten whatever's back here. It didn't look like a new area. So maybe this is something I already picked up. Only take a minute to check it. That's not the right direction. It'll take more than a minute if I go the wrong way. Oh, hey. There's a... There's a thing. Yeah, a thing. Missile expansion. Alright, well that makes this backtracking probably worth it, even if this furnace thing is a complete bust. At least I got something out of it. This is a little bit farther than I thought it was going to be. Get through here. Is there anything if I jump up? Long jump? No. Can't get up that high. Not from here. What is it that I'm seeing on... Oh, it's like a bigger room. Oops. I have to be able to get a different path out of here. I think this doesn't work, but yeah, it's not letting me place the second one early enough. No stinky cheese. Unless... connecting your phone to your Switch to get the video off. It's funny. Just do what just do what Cowie does and create a Twitter account for it. It's even worse. I mean, setting it up is probably worse, and the idea is worse, but it's probably easier to do, like, in the moment that you want to actually share something. Twitter does bad compression. That's true. I guess it depends on how much you care about what it is that you're sharing. Should have shot these from the edge. This isn't. It is. Yeah, exactly. Like if you're using it as a, you know, like Twitch clips to show something funny or something cool, then, you know, who cares? If you're trying to actually like I don't know, show quality about a game or... Huh. I guess I didn't come over here last time. Yeah, that's very understandable. One Twitter account is definitely, enough.
Recording to logbook.
Alright, where am I going now then? Where was the... Maybe that was where I thought I was going and it's just blocked off now. I think that is where I thought I was going and it's just blocked now. Well, we'll get back there going this way, I guess. Sure I'm going the right way out this. That's it. Back to Phendrana. Unmorph just in time to run into another tree limb. Alright, the question is, how do I get back to Phendrana? Wasn't that a one-way? Go all the way around this way. Or I can go back to Talon Overworld and take the other Magmore path. I guess that's what I'm going to do. Going to East Magmore. Probably the quicker way anyway. Brings me out closer to it. I got what I wanted out of Chozo Ruins, which was to check for upgrades, and really only got some missile expansions to show for it. Alright, what was the path? It's to the right, yeah? Down. And through this door. Is there anything? There is. I see they also just added Metroid Fusion to the Switch online backwards compatibility thing. This was the room I said I thought I needed ice for, right? Or Spider Ball. Yeah. I could probably damage boost through that room, but I'm not going to. There might be a path or something at the end that would stop me anyway. This is another room that I could probably just damage boost through. Actually, not even the room I thought it was. Okay. That brought me that way. This is Power Bomb, right? Can I scan this? Yeah. Alright, where am I going? Let's start by finishing off these turrets. Is there anywhere else here I can go now? There is another door. The question right now is, am I supposed to be going back to Fendrana with the space jump boots that I got? Or am I supposed to be going somewhere else in Magmore Caverns? You know what I'm trying to figure out at the moment?
Recorded to logbook.
Would that not give it power? Oh, a spinner. Whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, I guess I may as well check this out before going back to Fendrana, right? Ozo Artifact. Artifact get. Second of 12. 23% item collection, 43 or 40% scans. Not bad. Oh, and there's power bomb stuff in here. Am I gonna remember that? Probably not. Right now I'm going. Oh, it's this way. Oh, it is this way. Down. Yeah. We got that E-tank. And it'd be really nice if they did all 3 of the games in this style. I know that's like a lot of work, but all 3 of the Metroid Prime games are so good. I mean, I'd also rather see Prime 4, but we'll see that when we get to it, I guess. Maybe. Said maybe. Cowie, I'm sure I've asked this before. What is your ranking of the 3 Prime games, like in terms of favorite to least favorite? If you have one. One, two, three. That's kind of what I expected. I didn't know if you'd prefer 2 to 1 or not. I don't really know what my order is. 2 is definitely last for me. But I'd probably say 1, 3, 2. I think 3 is really good though. I think the thing with 3 for me is that I think 3 was really fun the first time through, but I could definitely see a case where like 3 would be less replayable than 1 and 2. And 2 might be potentially even the most fun to replay. But I'm not really sure. Pull me? No? Okay. Now, I remember... I don't know. 2 is tough because I think, like, my reasons for not loving 2 are, like, self-fulfilling in a way. I don't love 2's beam mechanics, and it meant that when I played the game, I, like, avoided using the beams a lot. And I think the game was worse because I didn't use the mechanics that I was meant to use. So, like, I didn't like the mechanics, so I didn't use the mechanics, so I liked the game less. Like, just a self-fulfilling thing. Can I not do this until I can melt this? What did this say? Hmm. Warm up and turn to water. Shaman, warrior, philosopher, architect. What are you? Presumably a shaman. I don't have anything that would... There's more stuff off this ice ruins, but... But I might be at a, I might be at a dead end here for now. But... Unless this... Yeah, okay. Shooting with the missile was the answer. Yeah, like, I didn't think I was at a dead end. Gonna ask if I wanted to know anything? No. I mean, at some point maybe, like, I'm not too worried about spoilers or anything, but... Obviously I've played the game before. But, I'm sure I can figure it out. I'm sure I got stuck there when I played this before, too. Well, I don't think that's really stuck. It took a few minutes, but... Wave beam. Are you gonna spawn a goon for me? It's just a couple of these guys. Who cares about these guys? Okay. Now we care about this guy.
Recording to logbook.
Is there another?
Recording to logbook.
Okay. Frost breath? Not frost breath. Do I have to charge him up to do frost breath? There we go. I'm not really sure where I was supposed to bomb him. It talked about his underbelly, but I kind of just bombed him in the face. It worked alright. Don't feel too bad about it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I see what you mean about the missile swapping. Animation being slower. And I love the way Wave Beam looks in this game. It's so cool. What am I doing with it, though? Have I found anything that seems obviously wavy? There was one purple door somewhere. I think it was in Chozo. Hmm. I know I've seen one somewhere. Oh, it was that one. I can't get to that anyway. That's Spider Ball. That might be the only purple door that I've seen so far, though. Hmm. Alright, well, let's at least go back to the... main room here of Phendrana. Or not main room, but... well, yeah, main room, but also this room. This doesn't do anything, right? Oh good, Wave Beam kills these, that's good to know. Let's see if there's anything behind any of these other ones. It kind of looks like these are little cubbies above them, but it doesn't seem like there's anything hidden there. I'm trying to think, I don't remember the name of the metal or whatever. In the, that the purple door was. Because if I did, that might give me a clue of what else I could potentially break with Wave Beam. Actually, is there a description I do on electric bolts, limited homing? It's not incredibly helpful then, from a description standpoint, so... I think maybe I go back over here and see what's... see what's that way. Let's save first. Oh, come on. I don't think there's anything special about those platforms besides them existing. I thought they moved or something, but... so I'm not sure how. Where specifically? Oh, oh, spider ball. All right. Oh, there's a purple door there. That might be the right way to go. Thought I had seen a second one somewhere. I wish that it, like when you're on your map, it doesn't show them unless you hover over the specific room. And I wish it did. It's a pain to hover over every room just to see what color the door is. Oh, come on. Shoot me in here.
Recording to logbook.
Do. Oh, that was where I got the boost ball. All right. Progress. New places. Hello? This is like stuck to me. What? Must have been more of them still alive than I saw. Alright, what do we got here? Spinner device. Spider ball track. Platform, spinner device. Well, let's see what they do. Oops. Is this also a hole? One-way access, okay. Now there was another spinner. Oh. The way morphing kills your momentum is always a little bit jarring to me still. I'm not sure exactly where that is. But it's probably... oh, there it is. Let's say it's probably up higher. No, wrong button. The B button, which is the normal jump button, and the jump button that I expect Spring Ball to be, is actually the boost button. So it's very common for me to try to jump and instead boost, which is very much a different outcome. I don't know exactly where I want to go here. Are these the same flying things that I've already scanned these? Like, what is this? And should I be trying to go there first? Well... No! I'm going to do that literally every time. Let me double check that there's not like a controls thing to swap those buttons and I'm not realizing it. Spring Ball sensitivity. Yeah, there's no... Okay. Energy tank acquired. 25% of all items. $25%. We've got to be getting close to 50% scans by now. Missed him. We got a wave beam door. This door just like shut. No power. A regular door. That's not a regular door, it's a missile door, but that's a bit of a jump, but I think I can make this, right? Yeah. Oops. That's not the missile button. It's fine, I've only been playing this game for 3.5 hours. And keep forgetting the basic controls. Oh, hello. You're a thing.
Recorded to logbook.
Stasis tanks. Auto turrets. Of course it's malfunctioning. I blew it up. What do we got here?
Defeat enemies to unlock doors. Recording to logbook.
I am wedged into a place I do not want to be.
Doors unlocked.
Worst song in the game. It's up there in terms of bad ones, yeah. The little, like, progression at the very start of it, the da-na-na-na, da-na-da-na, like that part of it, always kind of makes me think of, it's really random. The Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny, near the end when they're battling against David Grohl as the devil, and he's like, I'm the devil, I love metal. It like always makes me think of that, because I don't know if like the progression is the same, but like the cadence is at least the same or similar. And that's what I always hear. And it's sort of weird to be playing Metroid Prime and be thinking of Tenacious D, but, you know. A wave door or a regular door? Try the regular door first. Oh, it's a map room. I didn't scan the map before. Okay, yes I did. Phazon ore. I didn't realize that there were all these, like, wall scans in the map room. And actually, what did... And you realize, oh, this place is actually pretty big. And there's this whole other direction. East Quarantine Cave. Blue level security. Oh, yes. This is gonna be where I get the X-ray visor thing, isn't it?
Recording to logbook.
Same as marching in and murdering them all? Yeah. Let's scan all this stuff here. I'm not gonna actually, like, read all of it, but... Why is it after psychotic episode? Empty tank. Volatility. Vital signs.
Recording to logbook.
Pirate data.
Recording to logbook.
Pirate data.
Recording to logbook.
Pirate data. These are the same ones, right? Yeah. This guy's just standing there. Figuring out how to stop her, yeah, I vaguely remember that from the little bit of the lore that I read my first playthrough. I guess I don't know if I specifically remember that from this game or if I remember it from Prime 2 or 3. But I definitely remember it. Oops.
Recorded to logbook.
Decrease reflex activity at temperatures below freezing. Mistaking the Dark Hunter. Yeah, that's definitely true. Let's make sure that this has a scan. Okay, it does. Been meaning to rescan those for a while. I scanned them on the intro space station, but I didn't know if I needed to rescan them here on Talon 4. Oh, hello. Stuff to scan. Currently not active. Holographic projector.
Recorded to logbook.
Pirate data.
Recorded to
Pirate
logbook.
data. One thing I did not remember at all were these, like, boxes that are scattered around to break for stuff. I don't know why, they just, like... just didn't remember them. Nothing I'd, like, consciously thought about one way or another. It's not like I'm surprised that they're there or anything. Do I have to lower all these? Let's just do it. I don't know if they're actually required to do all of them, but for just one. There's a... You know what I should do is check to see if I need to scan this while it's going. I love how this looks. Like, Prime 1 is a game that I think has held up decently well in general. And I love, like, the simplicity of how it looks. I definitely think a lot of modern games
Recording to logbook.
go insane with, like, clutter. And I get it. I get, like, they want things to look realistic and,
Recording to
um,
logbook.
so, like, oh, if you're in the back alley, there's gonna be, like, barrels and trash and whatever else. Like, kind of just, like, gets in the way and it's distracting sometimes. It's fine, but I love the simplicity of these graphics. Like, they're 3D, they look good, there's good color design, there's good, like, level design around them, and that's just, like, good enough. They don't need to be... doesn't need to be stuff everywhere. Was that not X-ray? That's Ice Beam. Oh, Super Missile. It's not X-ray or Ice Beam. Guess I just go here first. Oh, it's a save point. Actually, that's kind of convenient. I might stop here for the night. Certainly not planning on doing this all in one sitting, so... I don't know, part of me is tempted to, like, go through these next few rooms, but... sounds like a bad idea. I'd consider doing it on a weekend or something. But... I remember a couple weeks ago when Cowie thought that he was going to finish before I finished DQ6. He watched the first couple hours of DQ6 and then said he was going to play Metroid Prime and finish Metroid Prime before I finished my DQ6 run. My DQ6 run took 8 hours, which Cowie thought was going to take 12. He thought his Prime run was going to take 8, and it ended up taking, like, over 12. Like, they were swapped, basically. It was really funny. But yeah, I think I'm just going to stop here. Save again, just to make sure. There's a good chance that I'll play this more tomorrow night after work. But it depends. If I don't play this tomorrow night, then... I don't know, I'll continue it soon. Saturday is almost definitely going to be DQ6. I'd like to start a little bit on the early side. And 11 o'clock, something like that. Enough time to, like... reset if the early game is really dumb again. Same deal as last time, though. If, like, Muto 3 is really bad or something, like, I'm not going to force the run through. And yeah, if I don't finish DQ6, then maybe I'll play this on Saturday afterwards, or Sunday, or Monday, or I don't know. This will be a pretty quick game, though, so I'm not too worried about it. And then, as I mentioned before, like, want to do some casual GameCube stuff once my memory card comes in. So, after I'm done with this, expect some random GameCube casual stuff on weeknights. And then, yeah. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Let's see if anyone's streaming.